2, 3, funky.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you guys are all having a good day. In today's video, I'm going to go under some questions on schematic diagrams, and yeah, let's just get started. Okay, number one, which of the following is absolutely necessary for a working circuit? So we need to have a voltage source that's going to help with the current. We need to have a load, or we're not going to be able to tell if the circuit is working or not. So we need to have a light bulb, basically, and we need to have a conductor. So a conductor is basically the wire. So we need something that's going to hold all of that together and allow for the current to run through it. So that's a conductor / wire. Okay, and also you don't necessarily need a switch. A switch is good so you don't have to completely disassemble your whole circuit when you want to not waste your voltage source. So a switch helps you to turn it on and off, but you don't need it for it to work. So it's optional, basically. Number two, a battery is a good example of a voltage source. I don't feel like I need to explain that. Most times when you need a source, it's probably going to be a battery or a dry cell or whatever that's called. But we're going to get into that one later in the video. But yeah, a battery is a good example of a voltage source. Number three, most circuits use wire as the conductor. Again, because a wire is what's going to allow for the current to run through it, and it needs to be a good conductor, I guess. Maybe, yeah, that's the answer though. Number four, the motor in the battery-powered electric razor would be a good example of a load. Motors are going to be loads. Light bulbs are going to be loads. A phone charger is going to be a load. So anything essentially that takes out of the circuit for itself to be powered or to gain anything from the circuit is going to be a load. So a motor is a load. I don't necessarily know what a motor is, but it's a load. Number five, a dash allows the flow current in a circuit to be controlled by closing and opening the circuit as needed. The key words in that sentence is closing and opening, so you know your answer is a switch, which is the thing that wasn't necessary for a circuit to run. Number six, we're going to be matching stuff. So the diagram in number one, so we're starting from the right hand side. So number one is just a straight line, and that is the easiest way. That's the easiest one, and it's a wire / conductor. So number one is a conductor / wire. Number two is just a little, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a voltage source. It's not necessarily a battery, but it's a voltage source. Number three is your switch. If it's open, your circuit is not working, and if it's closed, then it's on and it's working. Number four is your resistor. Okay, number seven. Okay, so looking on the right, as you can see the V, it represents your voltmeter. Number two is your ammeter from the A. Number three is your motor from the M, and the fourth one is your battery. Not battery, oh my god. It's your bulb. The little X, or it could be a little bulb on the inside of it. That represents your bulb or any other type of load. So anything that is taken away from the circuit or current flow. Number eight, which of these symbols more properly represents a single electric cell rather than a battery in the true sense of the word? So we can just automatically eliminate B and C because those are switches, and option D would be wrong because that's an actual battery because it has more lines in the middle of it. But you see how in number one there's only one right here and one right here, so that represents your actual single electric cell rather than an actual battery that has more of those things in the middle. Okay. Number 9, what is the best description of this image? Again, it only has one of each thing, so it's not a battery. So you can automatically eliminate A and C. For letter B, it's not correct because your long line is going to represent the negative terminal and your short line is going to represent a positive terminal. a negative. So long is positive and short is negative. So that's why option B wasn't right. But yeah, the thing is a single galvanic cell, and I'm pretty sure it's still a voltage source. So number 10, which of these represent a switch that would allow you to turn a circuit on? It would be A. B and D are not right. It is a voltage source, but it doesn't allow you to turn it on or off. And the ones that do allow you are the switches. So it's option A because it's closed, which means your circuit would be on. Number 11, which of these has to be wired in the circuit in parallel in order to perform its function? Voltage has to be wired in parallel, while your ammeter has to be wired in series. Don't get confused with those wording. It's just, I guess, the wording, I guess. So this is your voltmeter. It has to be wired in parallel. Your ammeter, on the other hand, is this and has to be wired in to the circuit in series. I feel like that's confusing, but that's just that basic knowledge, I guess. And then number 13, which of these can represent electric loads? So basically anything that's taken away from the circuit, which will be a motor, which is option A. Ammeter and voltmeters are not that. And then the last one is representing a bulb, and that does take away from the circuit. So it's a load. So motor and light bulb. That's what those two represent. Better picture of it here. Number 14, which of these serve as real world electric loads? The reason why AA battery is not right is because that is your voltage source. It doesn't take away from the circuit. If anything, it provides, or it's the source that provides for, Okay, and then light bulb, phone charger. Phone charger is taken away from the current flow to charge your phone. And then light bulb, again, is just a load. And that is the end of the video, and I hope you guys learned something new. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.